All right, next add-on, chat. The next add-on is called World Edit. Okay, so chat, we have a new add-on. I unfortunately cannot read everything in this book. We are going to learn how this book works. Let's see if I can copy something. You see this little box? Can I copy this? Oh god, this is gonna be confusing add-on. Okay, so we got all these items. Okay, so we gotta figure out how to do this add-on. So, okay, so basically, I think you get this item, the selection wand. Selection complete, use wand again, got a new selection. So, copy, and then paste. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Okay, so you use the selection wand, and you copy something. Like, let's just say you copy this area. You copy it, and then you paste it. So it's a tree. I copied and pasted a tree. So if we get high up, like here, we can actually see the tree. Oop, hold on. Let me try that again. So you copy and paste. And then you paste it here. And it kind of, it pastes the actual, okay, that's cool. Now, let's locate a village. If we TP there, and we go like this. So we take this magic wand, and we go like this. And then we go all the way down here, for example. Can we? Is there a max limit? Okay, so we're gonna copy, right? And then we're gonna paste this. And we're gonna paste it up here. So I just pasted that village and all of its people up here. Oh, that is cool, man. Okay, that'll help with building a lot. Okay, so that's the copy and paste and the selection wand. So the selection wand is important. So there's an undo button. So if I didn't want this here, I can get rid of that. And it just disappears, I believe. It looks like it disappears. The water's kind of disappearing. I think the water's going away. Okay, so that's the undo button. And then there's also a redo button, which brings that back, I believe. So that it'll just bring it back. Okay, so that's the redo button, the selection wand, the rotate tool. Okay, the rotate tool. So how do I rotate? Let's just say I don't know, build a one of these, right? Like just something simple like that. Okay, copy, paste, rotate tool. How does this work? Rotate tool. I think the rotate thing just makes it so you can rotate the item, but it doesn't seem like it wants to do anything. So I don't know if that's a bug or not. I know what the undo button and the selection one does, and the redo button does, and the paste button does so far. And there's a brush in this game. Okay, so what does the brush do? What did I just do? Okay, so it builds giant spheres. I guess the brush just builds giant boulders. Okay, so far that's all I know. And then that's the settings. Copy. This is the cut. So the cut button, I believe. Oh, okay. So it cuts stuff. So look. Watch this, chat. Watch this. So you take the wand. Correct me if I'm wrong. You take the wand and you go like this. So you place this. Okay, so you take this whole thing and you press the cut button and it'll cut that location. Okay, so that's what the cut button does. It cuts items or blocks. Okay, so the edit button, let's see what the edit button does. So there's a fill option, fill solid. So this just changes, so fill option. So you can do solid, so fill hollow, fill frame, fill walls. So I think if I do solid, it should build something hollow maybe? I don't know, maybe if I get this and this, we get pink and go like this. Put white in the middle. Okay, white in the middle. Copy, paste, or copy it, and then fill hollow. Oh, okay, so what I just did there is I guess I made things hollow, so fill hollow, fill solid. Okay, let's try that again. So if we go boom, boom, fill options, press solid. Okay, so it fills the inside instead of the outside. All right, so let's try the paintbrush. The other one. There's a foliage brush, and there's a paintbrush, and there's a mask picker and a line tool. Okay, so this just paints. So what if I get like a wool? Let's just say I get wool. Here, we could do sphere, cube, or cylinder. So let's do cube and manual paint. So now you have to get the ID. Red wool. Okay, so now I'm painting everything red. So that's how you use the paint brush. So the foliage brush, what does that do? Okay, so it just adds foliage. Scatter radius. Let's put it up to max. And let's do, I don't know, forest. So you can do plains, desert. So I think that's probably for those weeds and these weeds, dead bushes. That's for desert. So if we just test this. So this'll add a 32 radius, I believe. A 32 radius and a 100 density. Okay. So that's pretty far, man. Yeah, that is pretty far. Look at that. Look at that. You can see the outline. Oh, and you can do it from up here. Okay, so if I get some sand and I go preset desert. Okay, yes, it's the weeds, the dead bushes. Okay, so that's that. And I'm pretty sure the forests and the plains are like the exact same thing. Okay, and then you get all these other biomes. So you get the savanna, the taiga, the swamp, and the mangrove and the lush cave, and the cherry grove or the flower forest. So you can change it to any preset. So what did I set it to again? I set it to mangrove. Oh no, I set it to flower forest. So if I change it to cherry grove, what does that do to the trees? Okay, so it's just changing some things. So look, it's just adding these things. These things are from the cherry grove place. But it's not changing the leaves. I thought it would change the leaves to like infect the leaves, but I guess not. Okay, so that's the foliage brush and that's that brush. Height brush we haven't tested that. We haven't tested this. We haven't tested this. We haven't tested that and that. So everything else, I believe we know how to use. It's just those ones. And here's the brush. So I changed the radius or the size to 1. So this is size 1. So basically, I could build something humongous like this. There we go. No comment on what I just built here, okay? I don't want any comment. No comment. But that's looking kind of sus. Okay, so boys, let's find out what this does. So this just brings up the height of the whatever block is under it. So let's just say I get some diamonds. I don't know, diamonds. Diamonds is the best tester. And then it brings up the height of the diamonds. So I'm basically duplicating the diamonds. All right, so that's what the height brush does. Now what does the line tool do? So it makes a line. Okay, so if we go from point this, I don't know, to point over here, then it'll make a bridge or whatever you want to call it from where I placed it over there. Okay, so that's what the line tool does. Now, what does the path tool do? Finish path liner, set material, set path shape, undo last point, and clear all paths. So finish path line. Okay, so what did that do exactly? So like this and like this. So it's basically the same thing as the other one. Now, what does the mask picker do? Added block to paintbrush. So how do I use this? Added short grass to active palette to remove grass block. Okay, so what if I do the diamond? Added diamond block to active palette. These are very confusing. All right, we're gonna test it on a different world. This item, and this item. I get diamond. I crouch. I put this to 0. I turn it on to active palette. Enable masking. I use the palette picker, or mask picker. So I have added that. So it has changed the blocks to stone. I think that's what it does. It changes the blocks to different items. I think it changes the blocks to different items. That's what it looks like it does. It changes the blocks. So if you say like if you have like a giant like building here made of diamonds, you can just change the block like that. That's what it does. That's what the palette picker and the mask picker does with the paintbrush. It changes the type of block. So if you set the block to, I don't know, stone, it'll change it to stone. And that's all I got. I don't know if there's anything else I'm missing. Yeah, I got it, chat. That only took 20 minutes. So that's what they do. And the rotation tool just rotates things. I'm actually not sure why it's not working right now, but I'm pretty sure it just rotates a specific power or whatever you want. Okay, great. We're moving on.